Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit. If this is your first time watching, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And in today's video, I am not exactly sure where I'm going with this, but I just wanted something a little bold and dramatic, and that's what I'll be doing here. And I'm starting out with the Crayon Case Matte Book Palette, and I'm using this brown shade as a transition to start off my eye look. And then next, dipping back into that same palette, I'm going to take this orange shade and I'm just going to add that right above the transition. Next, I'll also use this yellow shade from that palette as well, and I'm just going to use that to blend out the orange so that there is a nice gradient transition between the orange and my brow bone. And now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm just using the same concealer that I use under my brow, which is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and just cutting out my crease, and wherever I'm putting concealer is where I want my lid shade to go. So we have a nice cut crease, and now I'm going into the Ross Sauce palette, also by the Crayon Case. And I've been looking at this navy blue shade for quite a while, so I decided to incorporate that in today's look. And I'm just adding that to the outer portion of my lid and just easily packing the color on. So now that we have the blue on nice and packed, we're going to also go into the Ross Sauce palette, and we're going to use this rose gold shade right below the blue, and we're going to add that to the inner portion of our eye. So I did this eye off camera, and because I didn't know where I was going with this look, so I decided to just play around. And as you can see, I used this glitter liner and I just aligned the crease with the glitter. But the trick is to keep your eye open. Try not to let your eye relax, because if you have hooded lids, the glitter will transfer onto where I have that orange. So I'm stretching my eyes, trying to keep it open so that it doesn't transfer. And then I'm just doing the bottom lash line just like I would do a normal wing liner, but just at the end I'm connecting the two liners for a more of a dramatic wide wing liner. And then I'm just doing the inner portion of my eye as well. And I also added lashes off camera. I believe these are Dubai by the Makeup Shack. So just priming my skin with the Fenty primer. This is the original one, not the new one that just recently came out, the original. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at The Real One-Handed Bandit. So for foundation, I am using the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and as you can see, I added a pump because I felt like I was wasting a lot of my product. So I just bought a pump off of Amazon for $6 because I think the pump in Sephora is $12. And as you can see, my foundation is a little dark, but I did get tan this summer. So just popping on those eyelashes. And for concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the same concealer that I used to carve out my cut crease. And to set my under eye, I'm using the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder and just setting that under my eye. Then I'm using this Too Faced foundation powder to set my foundation. You can use this as a all over foundation, but I like to use it to set my makeup. Now going back into the matte book, I'm taking the orange shade and I'm going to add that to my lower lash line to bring the entire look together. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of this Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. So I've just popped on my unit and my earrings, and I'm using the Makeup Shaler and Colourpop blush, and this is in the shade Whistle While You Work. And just adding that to my cheeks with a Crayon Case Judy blush brush. And to line my lips, I'm using the Colourpop and Ellarie collab, and this is in the shade Ellarie. And for liquid lip, I'm using also by the Crayon Case, I am using the shade Marie onto the center of my lips. And I'm just going to hydrate my face with some of this Evian facial spray. And to highlight, I'm using the Artist Couture Diamond Glow highlighter in the shade Conceited, and I'm just going to use that just to pop it in the inner corner of my eye. So now that we are feeling good, because it is highlighter time, we're going to do a little shimmy dance. And I am going to use this Jouer Cosmetics Molten Glow highlighter. So I'm just going to add that to my cheeks, my forehead, down the bridge of my nose as well. And that is just a little bit of that facial spray over there on my upper lip. It just hasn't dried yet. And I just love this highlighter. I love the way that it makes me look very dewy. And I'm just taking my foundation powder brush and just blending in that highlighter. So now that we are happy that we have a nice glow to us, we are going to go back into that highlighter again, and we're just going to add a little bit more pop. It just wasn't blinging enough for me. And that looks to be about right now. So now that we are looking super cute, I love the way that this look turned out. It looks very Mardi Gras carnival-ish, and I didn't know exactly where I was going, but I like the way that it turned out. And just zooming you in up close so that you can see the look more closer. And I appreciate you for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.